Hello everyone and welcome to the next A.I.M's video that we'll be doing today on the A.I.M's tips for ranking this season. This season is Jungle's high season and it's great because of all the costumes that you can get. But you do have to reach Platinum 3 for it. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to teach you guys what to do, things to take note of in rank, and hopefully you will have a better time leveling. Let's go straight through to the things that we will be talking about today. One is learn your Goku bot's placement for last pass leveling. Two is map awareness and resource management. Money making tips for GS charge and risk versus reward depending on what rank you are playing at. And number five, the character matchup and survival tips. Now, the first thing we want to talk about is definitely the Gokubot's placement and leveling. You want to always have a path planned out depending on where you land from the bus. Alright, if your landing spot has too many players, land elsewhere, the Gokubots will be swept up rapidly in the area. You have to mentally prepare a path where you can get at least 2 to 3 Gokubots before getting into fights because your leveling increases your base stats. It allows you to take more hits and deal more damage when dueling later, like the last 1 minute into the game. This is super important, so what is happening now is every time you land within the first 30 seconds to the first minute, everybody will be sweeping up Gokubots around you. If you're one of those players who already knows how to do this, good for you. If not, slowly learn where the Gokubots locations are and do your best to fight till the last minute. Okay, next thing up, we will be talking about map awareness and resource management. This is two separate things. Map awareness first. First of all, let's take a look at the mini-map. The red dots are the last known locations of your enemies that just fired a shot. This is very important because you need to know where your enemies are. You don't want to go near them unless you can see that they are in a fight and they already use up all their resources. Then the yellow markers are A.I.M locations. If you see them slowly being destroyed, that means somebody is there, you just don't know who. And then finally, the top 3 players, once the target has been destroyed, it will show on your mini-map. It will not show if they are too far away, and you need to plan on how to intercept the top 3 players when you see those on the mini-map. You want to get the most money or to get them up their rank. That's the main point of the game. You want to avoid getting into fights that will drain your bullet cooldowns and gang skill when you need them. Alright, that's resource management. Some of the heals and shields cooldown are really long, so it's like 50 seconds and 80 seconds depending on what you're using. So you want to have those ready by the last 1 minute so that when you get your money, you will be able to get it away. Or if someone is fighting you within the last 1 minute, you will still have those at hand to use. If you get yourself into a fight somewhere mid-game and all your resources are drained, don't get into a fight again until they are backed up. If you find another fight without resources, most players will have their cooldowns and they will kill you. Especially certain characters like Alicia, Ambrose, who tends to use low cooldown cards. That's it for map awareness and resource management. Let's talk about money making tips. Okay, this is important because GS stops charging after 10 seconds has passed with no money collected. And always try to have a GS ready for the very last minute. And let's talk about how to get those money. First of all is destroying A.I.M. You'll get the money. You can destroy the A.I.M. You don't have to collect everything. You can go get yourself a Goku bot, then come back and collect the rest of the money so that there's a slight interval between where you are still charging your GS. Next way to collect money, which is the most common one, you attack players and rob and kill them. Every character has a rob value, and depending on how high it is, the amount of damage you do the opponent will make them drop their money. Or if you kill them, their money will drop instantly. So attack them if you know that you are not going to die, and if you know that you are going to rob them. You are using a rob type character like Electra, Judgment, Ryuji. Do that, get their money, and you will continuously charge your GS. The third way is letting elite bots hit you and collecting your own money. So when you fight elite bots, they will be attacking you. For assault and tank characters, they can just stand there, take the hit, let the money drop, kill the elite bots, and then get their own money back. For sprinters, you really don't want to do that because the elite bots hit you pretty hard. You tend to have low HP, and getting your money back would be a really hard thing later if you have a low HP, as you might end up being killed by other players. Then the next way will be using drop bullets. There are two kinds. One is instant money drop. One is 6,000 per hit. Another one is just an instant 100k UR. And then next version of the drop bullets will be the drain type, where the opponent just loses 10% of their money every second for 10 seconds. Now that's the kind of bullets that you can use to get some of your opponent's money and then charge your GS along the way. If you have one of those, yeah, just use it on some random guy and then run away if they're chasing you. If they don't chase you, then good. If you are able to win the fight, even better. And because of how everybody will be shooting each other, doing elite bots and all this, there's going to be money scattered all across the battlefield. So picking up money scattered across in intervals, like around 10 seconds, that will help your GS charge as well. So that's pretty much it for the money picking part. Next, talk about risk versus reward in rank next. Now, from bronze to silver, which is bronze 1 all the way to silver 5, this is actually a low risk area. You can actually try aiming for MBG, try aiming for top 3 every single game without losing much points because of how the game works. And the game actually wants you to climb to silver, and getting a goal should be a piece of cake as long as you are playing fine. This is the type of game that you can just aim for MVG, can get a ton of points if you have the correct bullets and already gotten used to the game. Now, goal 1 onwards, you have a higher reward. The reward is still high, but it has increased risk. Now, the reason I put increased risk is because you actually start losing points in goal. So if you just start a battle and you die and you end up with below the 25th place, you are going to lose points. However, it's actually quite hard to go under 25th place because around 1/3 to half of the players are actually bots. This is intended design because during ranking it's not just because there's not enough players, but it's made so that everybody will be able to climb gradually. So with the amount of bots that are in game, you actually won't lose that much points within goal 1 to goal 5. And you can still aim for MVG if you want to. If you don't want to, you can play passively and then slowly earn your points by getting within the top 10 all the way. But once you hit platinum, that's where it ends. Goal 5 is already a little hard, but platinum is really hell. Okay, every time you lose here, or you go under the bottom, you go past 12th place, you are going to lose points. So platinum onwards, all the players are very wary of not dying. And they all bring decks that actually helps us survive like a hell lot longer than expected. They all play in teams. If those solo players will play tanks and diesel, people who can run away. So this is where everything is high risk and low reward, because you don't really gain that much points when you are like the top 3% of the players. It's really hard to grind, but if you are lower rank than them, you actually get more points if they are in the same game. So over here at the end of it, aim for MBG when you're silver and below. Go onwards, MBG is still possible, but be content with like 300k plus of money, and take note not to go over 500k because you will be slowed. Platinum games, if you hit that, survival comes first, as point loss is super common with devs. Be content with just like 200 to 400k of money and just get the hell out once you are ready, because that amount will usually net you in top 10. And next up we got character matchup and survival tips. We have to go fast for this, so that you don't get bored out and the video will be too long. First of all, know your fights and know your bullet skills. Alright, take on characters with low HP if you have a lot of damage. Take on characters that has no escape moves by using slow and stun bullets. If you bring slow and stun bullets like Emeralds and Alicia, kill those anti-kill those Shinmon, those who cannot just run away and have little to no escape. Even Judgment, they are gonna die because they can't kill you and they can't move their dead. And when you are at a disadvantage, like you are Judgment and you're fighting Alicia and all that, try do your best to find cover. Try not to get into a fight with them at all, and keep doing it until your opponent gives up. So over here are some of the separated out tips. If you're playing a tank, always be near a wall or corner where you can duck into. Alright, bring 2 heal cards if needed to heal through skirmishes with multiple players. And if you are a sprinter, be aware of the mini-map and don't get caught in the center of a huge fight. Sprinters have difficulty taking on elite bots which are all scattered around the center of the target. Then if you're fighting players near one and the elite bot is hitting you, there's a very high chance you are going to die. Then the player will see that you are low on health and then just kill you straight up. Then Assault are made to kill, but all of them have different traits. Diesel can jump over obstacles like Mario, so before his jump, try not to fight him. After his jump, go straight for the kill if you are able to. And Rose has really good range. She does tons of damage. I wouldn't recommend fighting her 1v1 unless she's not looking at you. But otherwise, yeah, try to gang on her if somebody they are already in a fight and then fight the other guy. Especially if it's a sprinter and something else or something else. Then Nemo has a built-in lifesteal. Do not 1v1 him. If he GA hits and he slows you, he will be able to kill anyone without a shield. And if the guy is not near a cover, that guy is straight up dead. So don't be out in the open. Have a wall to run into and if you are tank, like we said earlier. And Dante can kill elite boss super easily and quickly, so his leveling process is super good. Then his GA knocks down if he gets close enough to his target, so how to fight him, don't go near him. Then if you are the Dante, try to go near people as much as possible and try to kill those characters with low HP like NT, we've got Electra, we've got Shinmon. And there's a bunch of characters that has pretty low HP, and if you are at a higher level than them, you're just going to kill them out with one hit. So bottom line of this entire video is know the fights that you can win easily and quickly, and try not to get caught out in a drawn out fight. Yeah, that's survivor first, and then money comes next. If not, you risk losing points. Hope this tips help, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Do subscribe for later videos down the road in 2021, and have a good new year, and I'll see you guys in 2021. Bye bye.